as we're on to this lesson, I had to give it a little pause so that way I could start recording. When I look at this lesson here, I've got this 5x or 7x equals 5x plus 4. Again, I don't have any constants that are on both sides, but I do have the variable x. Whenever we move things from one side to the other, we are going to move the entire group. So right here, I've got a 7x on this side, I've got a 5x on this side, I've got a 4 on this side. The way I want to move it is that I want to have my variable on one side of the equal side, or one side of the equal sign, and only one side of the equal sign. And I want my constant numbers on the opposite side. So I'm going to move this 5x over, so that way I can have the x on the left, and I can have my constant on the right. When I do it, I have to do the opposite. So it's a positive 5x. What is the opposite of positive 5? Negative 5. I'm going to subtract 5x from both sides. Don't forget about the letter x. These ones stay together. Like peanut butter and jelly. Like spaghetti meatball. Like lamb and tuna fish. No. Anybody watch Big Daddy? Nothing. All right. It's all the easy ones. All right. So I'm going to subtract. I get 7x minus 5x. Okay, when they have the exact same letter, when they both have an x like that, I'm only going to subtract the number in front. Okay, the letters will not change. So I've got 7x taking away 5x. My answer, and I'll still zoom in so you can see as I write it on the lines. I get 2x because 7 minus 5 is going to be 2. Okay, that 5x and the negative 5x, just like before, that one cancels out. And I'm left off with 4. So 4 is the only number that's over here. I'm going to divide both sides by 2 to get the x all by itself. I'm going to skip a line down just so I can show it. 4 divided by 2 is 2. My answer is going to be x equals 2. So just like what we did before, the big difference is that we're moving the x's, or the variables, and not just the constants. Okay, example number 2. You guys are going to help me on this one. I've got 3x minus 2 equals x. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to draw that line. Perfect. Austin, what am I doing first?
Subtract 3x from both sides.
Awesome. Why did you choose the 3x? I agree with you.
Because you want to have the negative 2 by itself.
Perfect. You want that 2 on the side by itself, and you want the x's on the opposite side. So I'm going to subtract 3x from both sides. Okay, this one I'm left with negative 2 equals. Remember, if I don't see it, what's the imaginary number that's here?
1.
A 1. What is 1 minus 3?
Negative 2x.
So I got negative 2. Don't forget about the x. And now I've got negative 2x. So I've got negative 2 equals negative 2. I would love to get that x all by itself. Gabe, what way to divide by?
Divide by negative 2.
Negative 2. I'm so happy you added the negative sign. So divide both sides by negative 2. I get negative 2 divided by negative 2. That equals 1. And I'm left with 1 equals x. You guys feeling good on this stuff? Awesome. Okay. For you, I will get that light blue. Okay, this one, you guys are going to completely lead it for me. Okay.
You draw that line down.
Sweet. Okay, you're done talking for this question. Somebody new. What do I do? Luis? Say it again.
Subtract by negative 5x.
Subtract by 5x, so minus 5x to both sides. Okay, what do you get?
Negative 3. Oh.
Wait, no, you're good. You can tell me.
Negative 3x.
So on this side, I got negative 3x. What else do I do? Again, I'm pretending like I have no idea what I'm doing right now. Austin, keep going for that whole entire line.
Bring the 12 down, so it's 12 equals negative
Perfect. I got 12 equals negative 3x. You guys are done talking for this question. Daniel.
Divide by negative 3.
Divide by negative 3. I love it. Then what happens?
You get negative 4 equals x.
Are we done? You guys are crushing this. I love it. Negative 4 equals x. Okay. Just because we have done one, I do want to show you this one. Sorry, was there enough time to write that?
Yeah.
Okay. I've got this one. It says 2.1x plus 3 equals 3.2x minus 2. Okay? Looks scary because there's 4 things up there. It is not that scary. It's a little bit of what we did in lesson 8.4 and now 8.5. So we have variables on both sides. We have constants on both sides. The awesome news is it does not matter which ones I put on which side. So I can have my x's on the left, my constants on the right, or I can have my x's on the right, my constants on the left. All right, so I'll start off with my line that goes straight down the middle. Any thoughts? It's back open to everybody. Gabriel, what are you thinking?
Minus 2.1x on both sides.
Okay, so I'm going to subtract 2.1x to both sides. Why'd you choose 2.1x? I mean, I'm good with it. It's going to work perfect. Why'd you choose that one?
Because that's what you choose.
Because that's one you choose?
Yeah.
The reason that I would have chose that one, that's the one that I would have done as well, is that it's going to leave this one as a positive value for x. I don't like dealing with negatives. Okay, just like in real life, I don't like dealing with negative people. In math, I don't like to deal with negatives either. Okay? You can't look at your neighbors thinking they're negative, all right? All right. I've got negative 2.1x. Those cancel out. I'm left with 3 equals 3.2 minus 2.1 is going to equal 1.1x minus 2. Austin, what are you thinking?
Add 2.
Add 2 to both sides. I love that. That way we can have x on one side. We can have the constants on the other side. So 3 plus 2, that equals 5 equals 1.1x. Very last step. Gabriel?
Divide by 1.1.
You got it. Divide both sides by 1.1. I got 5 divided by 1.1. I got 4.5 with the remainder, but that's all right, equals x. It's 4.54545 forever. But it equals, this is what it is going to equal x. Give me a thumbs up, thumbs down. How you guys feeling? Again, not nearly as concerning as we had before. Okay, I'm going to do this one with you. Not nearly as scary, but again, don't forget about reciprocals. But I'm not there yet. That's the exciting stuff. Can I look at my calculator real quick? Yeah, that would be one of those things that's great to bring to math class every day. All right, so my math problem. I've got 3/4 x minus 3 equals 1/4 x plus 3. Somebody new I haven't called on yet today. Anybody have some ideas of what you'd like to do first? Alex. Draw a line. And because you said it first, what color you want for this problem? You can choose your favorite. I've got red. Red it is. Okay, I'm drawing that line. Okay, you told me to draw the line. Give me one other thing you want me to do. Okay, minus 3/4x. All right, we'll do that one. We're going to get the x's on a side by itself. So I'm going to subtract, or let me get that. I don't want to do a division. I'm going to minus 3/4 x to both sides minus 3/4 x to both sides. This one I'm left with negative 3 equals 1/4 take away 3/4. So they both have the common denominator of 4. So I know that my fraction will have a denominator of 4. So what's 1 minus 3?
2.
Yep. Well, negative 2. I get negative 2/4 x. Then I'm just going to rewrite this stuff. Plus 3. Awesome. All right. Next step. Daniel? Add 3 to both. You want me to add 3 to both sides? Okay. I could add 3. It'd be something. I'm going to subtract 3 to both sides. Okay. Negative 3 minus 3. What is that? Negative 6, yeah. I get negative 6 equals negative, I'm still going to leave it at this because I didn't simplify it. Negative 2/4. Okay, I got negative 2/4 x equals negative 6. Gabriel, what do you think?
The reciprocal?
I'm going to multiply both sides by the reciprocal. What is the reciprocal?
4/2. Negative 4/2.
I love how you said it. Negative 4/2. Don't forget about the negative. Both sides, I'm going to multiply them by negative 4/2. Okay, this one, I've got a negative times a negative.
Positive.
My answer would be positive. Don't even worry about the negative sign on the calculator. 4/2 simplifies down to 2/1. So what is 4/2 times 6? Or what is 2/1 times 6? Positive 12. Okay, I get 12 equals x. Because again, when I did, I'm going to draw another little line here. When I did this part here and this part here, when I did these reciprocals, they cancel each other out. Okay? That's why this step looked really messy because we had this number and we had the reciprocal. These reciprocals are going to cancel each other out. Okay? And that's how I got that 12 equals x. Okay, I want you to do this one on your own. You guys can do this one on your own. That's pretty much it for the lesson today. I got 1/2 p minus 15 equals 3/4 p minus 3. Extra hint, if you'd like to change fractions to decimals, sometimes that makes it easier too. Okay. You can either get the p inside by itself or the thing inside by itself. Either way is good to start with. If you want to change those p's to decimal, you can do that. Let's go one step at a time. I know what you're doing. Let's just do one step at a time so that way you're not jumbling things together. So that's what we erase this one for right now. Okay, so you're gonna subtract 3/4 p from both sides. Is that what you're doing? Okay. So don't forget about that letter P with it. So the way you word it is it's gonna be 1/2 minus 3/4. So on this side, underneath here, we're gonna write negative 1/4. Let's give ourselves a little bit of stuff to write the minus 15. So we've got negative 1/4 p minus 15. Okay, equals, numbers on the sides. Negative 3. Yep. Okay. Now, which one's the letter B on the side? Perfect, that's what already be the same.
1/2 is the same as 2/4. So it would be 3/4 minus 2/4.
It's the same as the minus 15, right? So it's the opposite of minus.
So I'm gonna switch that 1/2 to 2/4.
Plus, so we have a plus on this side, you have a plus on this side. Let's write the plus on this side.
So it's that.
So those things are gonna cancel out. You're right. You know, it's like negative 3 plus 15.
So it's that 1/2 to 2/4.
Try to put decimal.
You still get the same answer.
What?
So 1/2.
Perfect. Love it.
So subtract 2/4. Actually, just say this part, I guess. So that is 2/4.
Okay, so when we subtract these, we're not going to subtract that. So we're not doing reciprocals. So yeah, we got 1/2
1/2
minus 3/4.
2/4, right? It's 2/4.
So it's 1/2 minus 3/4.
So same as 3/4 minus 2/4.
So you can put it on here if you want.
3 minus 2 is
1.
So you get 1/4.
Yep, 1/4. Perfect. Okay, so 1/4 piece right now. Right, and then still you have minus 15. What's left on that side? Perfect. Okay, now we'll get. We can't, we do anything with P, we gotta get the ground. So it's minus 15.
Awesome. So 3/4 minus 2/4. Yep. So we equal 1/4 x. Bring down the negative 15, bring down 1/4 x plus 3.
I still don't get it how you got 2/4. Like, it's
Negative
you found fine.
Yeah,
So do the common factor.
And then you should have
Like, what's the
negative
common
1/4 P on this side.
That's what I was telling you.
What's the least number that both of these go in? 4 and 2. 2 goes into 4, so you go switch to 4. So you have to go down there. Just-
Because the easiest way is like if there's like a difference in this, so we just take the number at the bottom number.
Well, yes, you can, but sometimes it's gonna be a higher number, like if this would be 5.
What
then
if
you
this
switch
one-
it to tens.
What if this one is 9 and this one is 7?
Yeah, multiply by the reciprocal, so this
Then
is
you have to
3
go
over
all the way up
1
to
over 4,
the 45.
Because it's kind of what is a 45? So what is it equal?
Well,
If you're like
your
1/5,
denominator has to be the same to have.
so if it's 1/5, this is 3, I don't know, 3. So what is it gonna equal?
Then your bottom number will have to go to.
Let's do the negative sign on 45. Awesome.
9 times 5 is 45.
So this one 4 times 2 is 8.
So you're at the bottom, you have to multiply times 2 to get 4. Top, you have to multiply times 2, so that's what you get 3/4. So 3/4 minus 2/4 x, or p, or whatever you get.
You know,
It's not whatever. That's what it has to be.
All right, you guys work through it.
I did do the decimal way, which we.
Okay, here's the deal, I'm gonna show you both ways. That we'll be able to work through it. One will be the fraction way, one will be the decimal way.
This is negative plus 3. So it's going to be negative 12. Because you have 15 minus 3. And then the number is negative. So it's going to be 12. Negative. So because that 12 was negative.
All right, for some of you guys who are working or struggling on it, I'm going to work through it with you. Again, I bounced around to a lot of you. I did not get to everybody. But I'm going to go through those steps first for me. Okay, I'm going to draw that line straight down. The thing that I saw a lot of people do is they're going to subtract 1/2 p to both sides. Okay. Now, I'm going to write this kind of on the side just to remind you guys. If I had 3/4 minus 1/2, I can't subtract them right now because they don't have the same denominator. So I could change, or I could subtract them if they have the same denominator. So if the bottom number was 4, I could change it. So I know that for this 1/2, I can multiply the top and the bottom by the exact same number. And I get 3/4 minus 2/4. If I do it that way, I get 1 over 4 is my answer. So that 3/4 p minus 1/2 p, I get, I'm going to put a little line right there. I get 1/4 p minus 3 equals negative 15. Okay, I'm going to add 3 to both sides. Plus 3. I get negative 12 equals 1/4 p. I'm going to multiply both sides by the reciprocal, which is 4 over 1. All right, these ones cancel out. 4 over 1 times negative 12 gives me negative 48. Okay, that was, I wanted to show you way number 1. For some of you, I said if you'd like to change them to decimals, sometimes that works a little bit easier. Let me show you how the decimal method works. Okay, I'm going to change these right away. I'm just going to rewrite my problem perfectly from 1/2 p equals negative 15. So let me rewrite it over here. I'm going to do a little squiggly line to show it's 2 problems. So I'm starting off the exact same way. I've got 1/2 p minus 15 equals 3/4 p minus 3. 1/2 or 1 divided by 2 is the same as saying 0.5. So I've got 0.5 p minus 15 equals, what's 3 divided by 4? 0.75 p minus 3. Now I don't have to deal with fractions. Now I can work through things nice and easy. I'm going to subtract both, or 0.5 from both sides. Oh, forgot to draw my line. Minus 0.5 p. I get negative 15. Let me skip a line. This is a thicker pen. So I get negative 15 equals not negative, 0.25 p minus 3. So plus 3 to both sides. I get negative 12 equals 0.25 p. I want to divide both sides by the same number, whatever's in front of that p. So I'm going to divide both sides by 0.25. Punch to my calculator because decimals are difficult to work with. So negative 12 divided by 0.25, I get negative 48p for my answer. Do I have the exact same answer on both sides? Yes, I do. Again, if you prefer to work with decimals, you can do that. If you prefer to work with fractions, you may do that. Okay? Yeah, we have one story problem. We'll work through the story problem, then you guys have your assignment for today. Because you do have one story problem for your assignment. Okay, it says a rental car agency has 2 plans. Under plan A, a car rents for $80 plus $2 each day. I can write that as $80 plus $20 each day. I have no idea how much a day is, so I'm going to call it a D. So that's plan A. Under plan B, it rents for $120 plus $15 each day. Write and solve an equation to determine for what number of days the cost of the two plans will be equal. That was how to set it up. We just did a problem like this. Actually, we did 6 problems like this. So brand new people who haven't talked yet, you got an idea of what I can do first. Draw the line. Did you get the assignment, Gabriel?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. Lawrence, what am I going to do next?
Subtract.
Okay, what do you want to subtract?
120 subtract 80 negative.
So which number do you want me to subtract? 120 or do you want me to subtract 80?
Or
Either way, I'm good. It'll work the same way. Which number?
what?
So minus 120 to both sides. Okay. Minus 120 to both sides. I am left with negative 40 plus 20D equals 15D. Okay. Drexel, what are your thoughts next? If you want a hint, I got one for you. Want a hint? Let's get the D on one side, all by itself. If I move that one over, I've got nothing on this side. I've got a D and the constant on this side, but I've got nothing left over here. Yeah, minus 20. I like it. I'm going to subtract 20 from both sides. Sorry, 20D from both sides. Minus 20D. I am left with negative 40 equals negative 5D. Madison, last step. What are your thoughts? Fantastic. I love it. Divide by negative 5 to both sides. Negative 5. I get D equals negative 40 divided by negative 5. So a negative divided by a negative is?
8.
Positive. And it's going to be a positive 8 for my answer. So the day that the two plans will be the equal will be on the 8th day. Your assignment, rest of the class period, page 358, 10 through 22, and I want you to do it by 4s. Meaning you have 4 problems. Okay? Now you have 3.
10, 14, 18.
Yeah, sorry, okay. Yeah, you got 4 problems.